7 weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. Hopefully everyone is off to a great start. We are going to experience some changes in store for today. Last night, I know we got some cloud cover with rain moving in. Most of the day featured overcast skies. Saturday was just absolutely perfect. Now, as far as your commute is concerned, it is mostly dry, but you could see some extra clouds located over in the Gulf, and there's the possibility of seeing a couple showers ahead of a weak front today, but there's not a lot of moisture in the air for rain. And if your ride takes you through Broward, Dade, and the Florida Keys right now, looking excellent for your morning commute. Here's a look at temperatures: 72 in Pompano, 73 in Fort Lauderdale. Good morning to you over in Hollywood, checking in at 73. And then we take a look at Miami, 71, 67, a mild start in West Kendall, 70 in Homestead, and around the Keys, upper 60s to low 70s, with calm to light winds that will be on the increase out of the north later today. And as far as this fall front is concerned, it's a very weak one, but as early as tonight, as winds increase, it'll be overall less humid. You'll feel a nice change. It'll be a tad cooler tomorrow morning, but just not as cool as we were with this last front. All fronts are not created equal, South Florida, but we'll have sun and clouds, a good feel in the air heading into our Tuesday, with the front itself stalling to our south. So there's going to be periods of some clouds across the area and a strong wind flow building in across the region as early as tonight, and it's going to linger for a good portion of the week. Now, in the tropics, I'm happy to report that all is quiet and we're not even following any areas for development. Use caution, boaters around Biscayne Bay and our offshore waters. East winds today 5 to 15 knots, but we'll have occasional gusts up to 25 knots. Seas building 2 to 5 feet. For the Florida Keys, there are no advisories. Seas inside the reef building 1 to 2 feet, 2 to 3 foot seas beyond the reef. And the next tide cycle, that's going to be high tide at the end of this hour at 5:48 for you in Fort Lauderdale. So for today, we'll have pockets of sun, winds on the increase with temperatures ranging between 83 and 85 degrees. Tonight, upper 60s to low 70s with periods of clouds. Your extended outlook, South Florida, calls for it to be a tad cooler tomorrow morning. Gusty winds between Wednesday and Friday, and will introduce a chance of seeing some spotty showers. And that's your 7 on 7 forecast.
7 weather with meteorologist Erika Delgado.
All right, South Florida, so far we've been quiet here, and the showers and storms that were over us yesterday have now finally pushed away, but we're warming now. 79 in Miami, 80 in Key West, 78 degrees right now in Marathon. We do have showers that are surrounding South Florida, but you can see most of that is sitting off of our off the coast here over our local waters from the Atlantic, even across the Gulf waters. And that shower activity is associated with a very weak front that has been marching south across the state. Brought a nice cool down for northern Florida this morning. For us here, you can see that cloud cover extending all the way into the Gulf waters. It's losing its punch, so it's a weaker front, but it will eventually push through. So a shower or two will be possible today. Most areas should be dry. Once the front clears, you'll notice that breeze building, and we're looking at gusty conditions heading into tomorrow with clouds building through the day, slightly less humid, so at least it'll feel more comfortable. No major change on Wednesday, except we do look mostly cloudy. South Florida still between high pressure and a front, so the breeze will remain on the stronger side with the occasional gust between 20 to 30 miles per hour. Use caution offshore. Small craft advisory begins at 1 p.m. for Miami-Dade and Broward. We do have a high risk of rip currents across area beaches, and seas along the Gulf Stream occasionally up to 5 feet. For the Florida Keys, coastal waters will become choppy, and we could see a small craft advisory issued tonight. By this morning, we do have a low tide in the next hour at Fort Lauderdale at 11:54. But with now the return of the new lunar phase, the full moon, we'll see some higher than average tide levels across the area. But tomorrow morning, we could see some saltwater flooding. Spotty showers will be possible. Again, most of us dry, highs in the mid 80s, and then breezy to gusty conditions not only tonight, but lingers through at least the middle of the work week. That's your 7 on 7.